Have you ever wanted to play a version of Minecraft that's older than alpha version? If you said yes, then here is Infdev. Infdev was created in 2010. It was shortly replaced by alpha months later. But it is an important version of Minecraft, as unlike the previous in-dev versions of Minecraft, it is infinite worlds. In today's video, I will be giving you 52 tips I've learned while playing on my Minecraft Infdev world for over 7 months. Without further ado, I will begin. Here is tip 1. Do not stand on the edge of a block that's diagonally touching lava. It will hurt you. This is a classic and important one. Never dig straight down. I like to make a staircase when I dig down, straight down. It's safe and you can get back up and down easy without time. If you want a wider selection of old versions you can play, I'd recommend downloading a launcher like Betacraft, as it allows you to play lots more old versions that aren't on the official launcher, including the final update of Infdev, and allows you to use skins. You can have 5 worlds on Infdev. They are all named world, and then a number based on which slot you created it in. My world is named World 1. There is no screenshot button on this version, but you can take a screenshot using your PC still. There are 4 different render distances: far, normal, short, and tiny. You can change it to a lower distance until it gets past tiny and loops to far again with F. Build height is much shorter in this version. There are lots of different updates of Infdev with lots of different things. Before you play, you should probably choose a version that you would like to play. I would recommend the final update, as it has the most stuff. In some early versions of Infdev, you would spawn in with 999 stacks of different items, including diamond tools, lava, water, glass, and wood, and torches. There is no nether in Infdev, that is why I'm showing you it in my alpha world, as it was added in alpha. There's also no end, as I was added in beta. You hit TNT to blow it up in this version. You can find rare brick pyramids in Infdev 201002227-1. They were removed in Infdev 201000327. There is no sprinting and no crouching in this version. There are no coordinates. Don't get lost, so you should build a trail or something to follow back to your base, and maybe a large tower to make your base more visible. There are no biomes in this version. All grass. Tools have quite a bit less durability in this version of Minecraft. The last block you break with the pickaxe won't drop. Be careful with good blocks. No beds, you're skipping the night, but at least you don't gotta worry about phantoms yet. Only other hostile mobs that want to get you. Mobs can jump a lot in this version and be unpredictable. Creepers and spiders are probably the worst to fight. If you need feathers, zombies drop them. Arrows are made with iron and not flint. Leather armor is actually cloth armor and it's made with wool. Your armor bar is based off how undamaged your armor is. If it takes damage, it will lower. To get wool, you will have to hit sheep. There are no shears. You can't stop mobs from despawning in your world, but you can make them despawn. Animals can spawn on all blocks in Infdev, causing them to spawn in buildings, on roofs, and in caves. Farmland gets destroyed by walking on it, and while you can't stop animals from walking on your crops since they spawn everywhere, you can try to block it off by building stuff around it. There is no food bar in this version. Instead, eating food will heal your health bar, and you will not heal unless you are peaceful without eating food. Minecarts look different when they were first added. The first Infdev version they were added, they looked weird in your inventory, which was fixed in the next version. The weird thing is that it works as a chest the first version it was added, and then it has no chest in it. And then the next version, they put a chest in the minecart, and it no longer works as a chest, and instead, you just ride on it. I don't get it. Some items like signs, pork chops, and buckets cannot be stacked in Infdev Minecraft. When you break a stair, it won't drop, and it will instead drop one block from whatever the stair was made from. Also, if you place a block on top of the stair, it will also turn into the block it was made out of. Smooth stone slabs are made out of cobblestone, not stone. If you make a full block out of 2 slabs and mine it, you will only get 1 slab back. Stairs, crafting tables, and furnaces do not get mined faster with an axe/pickaxe. Signs are huge in this version, but they still take up the same amount of space, and they'll shrink back to the regular size in the next update. There are less blocks to build with in Infdev, so you're going to have to be more creative when building. This can make building a challenge, but can also make building super chill, and less time consuming to gather resources. On the topic of less blocks, there is also a lot less to do in Infdev Minecraft, so to stay motivated and on the same world, I would set goals. For me personally, I wanted to make goals of making a huge city for my Infdev world, which I did, and now I'm doing the same on Alpha, and so on. Prepare for future updates. You know the future updates that are coming, so you can prepare your world for them. Trees can change into other kind of trees along with saplings because of the version you're on. Chain with chests and paintings can disappear, and doors can get weird. You can also make the grass, leaves, and water all weird from changing the biomes. Leaves can also be weird by not despawning after mining down a tree, and this is something that happens often, especially to these leaves I am showing on the screen. If you place a sign or glass on dirt, grass will not grow over that dirt. Let's just be a block, not an entity in this version. You cannot grow flowers, you must find them. That is because there is no bone meal yet. If you change the graphics settings from fancy to fast, you can place rails and torches on the leaves. Iron and gold drop as themselves and not the raw variant. That was added in 1.17, way in the future. If you want to place a torch on a crafting table or a piece of glass, all you have to do is place down the block, place down a dirt block next to it with a flower on top, or a glass block next to it, one block above, then place a torch on that block, and it will go on the block you want the torch to be on. Then all you have to do is make sure there are no other places the torches can go, because they will go there instead. If you want dungeons in your world, you are going to have to play the final update of Infdev, Infdev 2.0.1.0.0.630. This is the update I made my Infdev world on. Speaking of dungeons, if you want mossy cobble, you can only find it in dungeons, as you can only make it with vine and cobblestone in a future update. You could also find a saddle in a dungeon, but unfortunately, there's nothing to put it on except for a pig. You can find a golden apple in a dungeon chest, although it is very rare. It is the only way to get it, as apples are unobtainable through legitimate means in this version. One is definitely worth doing if you are playing Infdev Minecraft, which is that if you can place down a furnace and you can get it to cook anything, and if you mine it while it is cooking anything, it will forever be cooking. Well, it will forever be lit up and forever burning. And this will remain throughout all the versions. You can place it down and it will stay all the way up to 1.21. If you place it in a chest, though, it will disappear. I have tested that, and no, it will not cook things forever. In fact, it cannot cook anything unless you put fuel in it, which would probably result in a break. Number 52, the final tip, the tip you've all been waiting for. What happens when you mine a monster spawner in Infdev Minecraft? If you set it breaks and gives you XP, you're alright, except that when it first got added in Infdev Minecraft, something else will happen. If you mine it with a pickaxe, it will drop instead of breaking. The only downside is that it will become a pig spawner, but on the bright side, at least you have a new source of food and a cool treasure for your Minecraft world, especially if you plan on updating it, as it will stay, but you won't keep the pigs in it if it is in a chest. You have to place it down if you want to keep the pigs in the newer versions. Before this video ends, I want to thank everyone for watching, and thank you for watching to the end of the video. Thank you to anyone who subscribes or likes the video. And if you have any ideas, like any tips or suggestions that I left out of this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.